Diddy turned down a plea agreement, and a lot of people are saying, well, that's crazy. The evidence is overwhelming. Why wouldn't he take the deal? Well, sometimes there's not a whole lot of benefit in taking the deal. Now, the feds will look at the indictment, all of the counts in the indictment, they will pick one of those for you to plead guilty to. And in this case, Diddy's facing 5 counts, the most serious of which is a RICO charge. So the RICO carries a mandatory minimum of 20 years, and the sentence is actually based on the underlying offenses, which are those sex trafficking charges. So if they say, hey, you can plead to RICO and we'll drop everything else, RICO is still being sentenced based on the sex trafficking. Where's the benefit there? So also, if they said, hey, we'll drop RICO if you plead to the sex trafficking counts, well, you're still being sentenced to sex trafficking counts, and it's a mandatory minimum of 15 years, and it's going to go way up because of the multiple victims in this case. So I don't know what they fashioned for his plea agreement, but I can imagine there wasn't a whole lot of benefit to him to actually sit down and take a plea. The one thing you do get whenever you take a plea is acceptance of responsibility, and it will reduce your sentence a little bit. Not below the mandatory minimum, but it will reduce your sentence. But you're still starting up there at 15 years. And also, they're going to look at relevant conduct. That's what they call it, relevant conduct in a federal indictment. And that means all conduct that is related to your actions, whether it is charged or uncharged. Yeah, he would be looking at a lot of time. My guess is if this goes through and he gets found guilty, he's probably looking at life in prison.